Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah.
We wanted to take a look at a message we got recently.
Yeah.
It was about, celebrating wins,
Mm,
and not just the huge milestones, but
right.
kind of those everyday things that we accomplish.
Absolutely. I think that's a powerful idea. Really taking the time to appreciate the steps along the way, not just waiting for the big finish line.
It is, and your message really hit on something there. You said, and I'm quoting here: "Life is made of these moments, and each one is a step towards something greater."
I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to look at it.
And it really it reframes how we look at our daily lives.
It does. And I think it's so easy to get caught up in those big, goals and aspirations. And we kind of miss the forest for the trees. We forget about all those little moments that are actually adding up. Those bigger accomplishments.
Yeah. And I think that's, it's easy to just kind of brush off those little victories, right? Like, oh, I finally got through
Right.
that pile of emails where I learned this tiny new skill. But your audio specifically said, every small win is worth acknowledging.
Yeah.
So why is that so important?
Well, when you think about it, every time we acknowledge a small win, even if it's something seemingly insignificant, it's like giving ourselves a little pat on the back, a little dose of positive reinforcement. And that can have a surprisingly powerful effect.
How so?
Well, it kind of taps into that psychological principle,
Yeah.
positive reinforcement. When we associate something positive with an action, we're more likely to want to do it again.
Yeah.
So by celebrating those small wins, we're actually reinforcing those behaviors that are going to lead us to those bigger goals.
Okay. We're reinforcing the behavior. We're also, your message points out that, we need to give ourselves credit for how far we've come and to keep moving forward with pride.
Absolutely. I think that pride element is so important.
Yeah.
When we take the time to acknowledge our accomplishments,
Right.
no matter how small, it boosts our confidence.
Yeah.
It strengthens our belief in our ability to achieve.
It's like these little acknowledgments are fuel.
They are. It's like giving ourselves a little energy boost to keep going.
I keep going. Yeah.
And sometimes when we're working towards a big goal, it can be easy to feel overwhelmed
Right.
or discouraged. But if we focus on those small wins along the way, it helps us stay motivated.
Proof.
Exactly. It's like, hey, I'm actually making progress here,
Yeah.
even if I'm not at the finish line yet.
Yeah. So why does this act of celebrating, even in a small way, have such a big impact on our ability to keep going?
Well, I think there's a neurological component at play here. When we celebrate a win, our brains release dopamine,
Okay.
and dopamine is a neurotransmitter that's associated with pleasure and motivation.
So it makes us feel good.
Exactly. And because it makes us feel good, we're more likely to repeat those actions that led to that reward.
Right.
So in a way, celebrating those small wins is a way to hack our brains,
Interesting.
to stay motivated and keep moving forward.
So really the core message here and the wisdom in your audio is to take the time to recognize that you moved forward.
Absolutely. It doesn't have to be a big celebration. You don't need to throw a party every time you check something off your to-do list,
Right.
but just taking a moment to acknowledge your progress,
Yeah.
to appreciate how far you've come. I think that can make a big difference.
Yeah. So as we kind of wrap up this deep dive today, I want you to think about, your own experiences and how maybe consciously taking the time to celebrate those smaller achievements, whether it's completing a task, having a productive conversation, making a small improvement, how might that change the way you perceive
Yeah.
your daily progress and those larger long-term goals that you're working towards?
Oh, it's a great question to ponder. It's definitely something to think about.
And we appreciate you sharing your message with us.
Yeah, thank you for letting me share my thoughts.
Absolutely. And to everyone listening, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
We'll catch you next time.
See ya.